What's up, everyone? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Chris. So, that time of the week, what did I mount last week? Did pretty good. Got through a lot of wax. There's Scentsy in here. There's Vendor in here. Hit a few misses this week, but, you know, that's all right. It's okay. Yeah, so overall, it was a decent week. So I'm going to unpack this box, get everything sorted out so it's nice and organized, and we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so I got it all unpacked. There was more in here that I loved than I remembered, so that's a good thing, right? Anyway, we're going to start out with Scentsy first. I did 5 clams this week, and the first one up is a frosted cinnamon roll. And frosted cinnamon roll is, I had to pull up all the scent notes here. It is an irresistible blend of powdered cinnamon and a pinch of sweet clove topped with a gooey layer of whipped vanilla sugar. Yes. So the cinnamon is more of a powdered cinnamon. So you know how, like, if you were to smell cinnamon right out of the container, you know, that the powder itself, it's a little dry, right? It's not like a sweet, you know, cinnamon, but what makes it sweet is when you add it to something, you know, like with sugar in it, or, you know, like a bakery. So this comes off a little more like a dry cinnamon. Very good. You do get that sugary glaze, like the icing on a cinnamon roll. You could actually smell that sugary glaze. It's a little vanilla-like. Can't really say it's like, it's a bakery, but I don't smell like the roll. You smell like everything that's in that roll as far as the scent profile, is the sugary glaze and the cinnamon itself. But overall, it's a good scent, and this was the scent of the month. What did I write down here? September of 2023. I don't know if this might be in my club. I don't know. I might pull it because I think I like pumpkin roll better. I got to see if this is in my club. Next up is White Sands. This was a Bring Back My Bar in June of 23. It's one of my favorites. This was in my club that I deleted, so I no longer have this in a club. However, I do have a lot of it on hand. I was able to get my hands on some in a flash sale. This is a really pretty scent. This is Night Blooming Jasmine, softened by coconut milk and rice, enveloped in the gentlest breeze. Now, originally, back when I first smelled this bar, and I don't smell it anymore like I used to, but on cold, it smelled like root beer. And I believe Martha from Martha's Fragrance Corner was the first person I heard say that. And when I opened my bars up and when I received it and I smelled it, I was like, oh my God, it does. It smells like root beer. It was this strangest thing. Anyway, I don't get that now anymore on cold. I used to. This is just a really pretty scent. The floral in here is not like what you would envision floral to smell like that Night Blooming Jasmine. This doesn't come off like a super floral bar. This is very warm. There's almost like a woodsy vibe to it. Now, I don't know if that's what the rice is. I'm not sure like what rice smells like, but it's milky, woody. I get a woodsy note, a warm, inviting. It almost pulls a little cashmere it's just really, really pretty. It's very cozy and comforting scent. Yeah, but it does pull more of a perfume vibe to it. It's a great bedroom scent. However, I like this anywhere in my house, to be honest with you. It's cozy. Next up we have is Midnight Mahogany. I do believe this is in my club. Again, I don't know, I might take this one out. This is Juicy Black Plum and Cinnamon Leaf. Brighten up dark mahogany on a secluded moonlight stroll. So I have this in my bedroom. That's where I put this one. It's like a sweet wood, a very sweet wood, which I'm sure is that dark plum. I don't know if I get cinnamon. Well, it's a cinnamon leaf. It's not overly spicy per se, but it's like a sweet woody note. Masculine. It leans masculine, not like cologne. It just leans like a scent that is more masculine in nature. Like, you know, I don't always think of masculine scents as cologne. Like, we would picture a very feminine scent would be floral, light and airy and, you know, pretty. So that's what I would consider like feminine versus perfume. And masculine would be more manly, just, you know, outdoorsy, woodsy, deeper, more strong. It comes off like there's strength behind it. And yeah, I know. What am I talking about? Come on. Yes, it is a very sweet, woody note. It's pretty. It smells like a room if you were to walk into a man's study, okay? And you've got heavy tufted chairs and mahogany wood bookcases, and you would get that woodiness, that sweet oiled wood. So that's how I pick this up. I'm not picking up a cinnamon per se, but I get a very sweet, deep, rich wood. Cashmere Leaves. Cashmere Leaves is delicate falling leaves, brush crisp apple with cashmere spice. I like this scent. It is a different type of an apple scent. It's like a little bit of a perfumey apple. I think that cashmere spice is giving it just a little, not that I would wear this as a perfume, I really wouldn't, but there's an earthiness here from those leaves. The apples sweeten this up. So cashmere is like a conceptual scent. It's not really a fragrance scent oil per se. It's conceptual. It's cashmere can lean like a vanilla-y and amber notes, and so this is spicy. You do get this spiciness with this, with a very sweet apple. With those leaves, it's just an outdoorsy scent, but yet more sweet and pretty, not dirty outdoorsy, if that makes sense. So that's Cashmere Leaves, and this was in our 2023 Harvest collection. Don't know, it might be in my club, I don't know. I haven't looked at the club in a while. Next up is Caramel Praline Cake, and this one I am very disappointed I do not have in my club. I do remember this mistake. It was the last day, it was end of month in December, and I completely forgot, and I never put it in the club, and it retired because this was the Scents of the Season 2023. I really enjoy this bakery. This is sweet praline and a splash of buttery vanilla covered in caramel drizzle. Oh, this is like a buttery caramel. You get that butter note. And I love when I can smell butter in wax and you get that salty butter, but you get that nutty pecan covered in that crusted sugary caramel, that the praline. Oh God, is it good? You do get that little bit of a cake vibe here. This is, yeah, if you see this at a flash sale or something and you like a nice rich, decadent bakery, caramel praline cake. Excellent. Okay, that's it for Scentsy. I hope you'll stick around for the rest because, you know, there's a whole lot of wax out there, guys. It's not just limited to Scentsy. We expand, explore. It's if you love fragrance. All right, that's all. That's my soapbox. Let's go on to vendor wax. So I melted some Knowles Farm scents this week, and this is Coastal Embers. This was a loaf, and as you could see, I have that much left. So I got like one more good full house melt out of this. This is Beach Evenings and By the Fireplace. Oh God, you know what? Knowles Beach Evenings. I know I talked about this, I think last week, is just so good. It is creamy and marshmallowy. I don't pick up so much as an ocean breeze or salty air with this. I just pick up this rich, creamy marshmallow. There's a slight touch of a floral note. And I mean a touch. It's barely there. It just makes it a little bit different. Now, By the Fireplace, when I melted this, I didn't pick up the By the Fireplace. Which is like a smokier vibe. I didn't grab that too much. I mean, I guess that was a little bit heavier than the regular Beach Evenings blend, but regardless, it was stunning, fantastic. Love Coastal Embers. I will probably give this another melt because we are in a bit of a warm spell here again. So, I will probably finish this loaf off. I might do it this coming week. And then this will be on a future buy list. Maybe next year, whenever it comes back, we'll see. Yeah. All right. Next up, Swanky. You know, Swanky's one of my favorite vendors, and yet I always seem to overlook my Swanky supply, and I need to start pulling from that so that I could melt that down to a reasonable amount so that when she does have another pre-order, I could order. She just had one, and oh my God, there were so many scents on there, and I'm like, I can't. I just can't. I mean, I am determined. I am not purchasing any vendor wax unless my stash of that particular vendor is minimal. Because it's just stupid, because I'll never get to it. And anyway, this one here, one of my favorites, and it is espresso cream cake. Now, she doesn't put scent notes on her, whatever, but we could just guess what espresso cream cake is. You get the espresso in here, and it's creamy. There's a creaminess here, and I'm going to tell you, for me, exactly what this smells like. Even right now, it's the first thing I think of, and I think of tiramisu. That's what this smells like to me. It's not your traditional coffee scent. This is coffee bakery, coffee pastry. Because again, I get tiramisu from here. I get the mascarpone. I get the soaked lady fingers in that espresso, the espresso powder on top, the creaminess, the richness. I love this one. If you ever see her pour espresso cream cake, oh my gosh, it's so good. Tiramisu is my absolute favorite dessert on the planet. When we go out to eat, in fact, we're going out to an Italian restaurant tonight, and the last time we were there, now I gotta tell you about this Italian restaurant. It is so good. The last time we were there, the tiramisu was on the menu. Well, no. Was it on the menu? Anyway, the man who owns the restaurant, cooks, he's everything. He's actually from Italy, actually Sicily. And so everything's very authentic, and it is so good. Anyway, I wanted tiramisu. Wasn't available. And I looked at the waitresses like, are you kidding me? Anyway, he does make all his own desserts, and tiramisu was not offered that night. I was heartbroken, and we're going tonight. And let me tell you, if tiramisu's on the menu or offered on the desserts, I will be getting it. And you know what? Tiramisu is not hard to make. I've made it many times. It's a simple recipe, and if you've never tried tiramisu, you've got to try tiramisu. Anyway, espresso cream cake. To me, that is tiramisu in wax. All right, enough of that. Let's move on to, I did some more Traverse City Wax Co. And my favorite from her, one of my favorites. I have a couple favorites, and this is one of them, and that is Frankenstein. Frankenstein is buttery cupcake, sweet pumpkin, crushed pecans, and vanilla bean. This is just a yummy, sweet, buttery cupcake. That's what I smell. It's just, oh, so good. So good. I can't say that I'm smelling a sweet pumpkin, crushed pecans. I just smell sweet, yummy, delicious, buttery cupcakes. And it's one of my favorites. I got like 3 or 4 more bags of this. I want to melt through them. And going forward, I would like to see this offered in her brittle, because I like the brittles better than the shape bags, because these are just like shaped chunks inside. Next up is strawberry Pop-Tarts and cookie dough. This is really good. This is a strawberry that I like. It is frosted pastry, strawberry filling, and cookie dough. This is just strawberry cookies to me. I can't say it's Pop-Tarts. I get strawberry cookies. And it's the strawberry, like, it's not that sweet syrupy type of strawberry like like strawberry syrup. It's fresh, juicy, yummy, sweet, sugary strawberries. And this smells like strawberry cookies, or just like butter cookies filled with strawberry jam in the center. I really like this, but my favorite strawberry from her is strawberry milk cupcakes at Tiffany's, I think it's called. That is my most favorite. Okay, I did some Teddy Bees this week. If I'm going a little fast, that's because I do have to leave. It's Saturday. I don't normally film this on Saturday, but tomorrow we are going to the football game, and go Bills, and I won't be home till like later in the evening. I didn't want to have to come home and record this. I will come home and just edit it. Anyway, so Evangeline. All right, so Evangeline is mossy oak trees, wild poppies, citrus, sandalwood, southern breezes, and warm amber. First of all, very strong. This one's a powerhouse. This didn't last too long. I had it in for a few hours and I was like, it's got to go. This, to me, to my nose, was super laundry. It's all, I couldn't get past it. I couldn't get past it. You know, looking at the scent notes, you know, mossy oak trees, the poppies, citrus, sandalwood, southern breezes, and warm amber. This all pulled laundry to me. Was it pretty? Yes. If you like laundry, 100% go for it. It's good. Okay. Evangeline. I can't say much more than that because, like I said, it was laundry for me. And you know what? If that phone doesn't stop ringing, I'm going to like lose my mind. You know, don't you just hate, like, everybody can contact you all the time, every minute. You can't go anywhere without somebody being able to like bother you. Okay, pink toasted marshmallows. I did this in my bedroom. Beautiful scent notes, beautiful and cold. It is pink sugar blended with toasted marshmallows. This was poured May of 24. On cold, I like it. It's very pretty. It's very marshmallowy with a little bit of that pink sugar in the background. Guys, I could not smell this in my bedroom, and I tried. This was like, this was struggling to smell it. I had to go up to the warmer and get my face over it. This was not throwing for me. And even on cold, it is very light. Like I said, very marshmallowy, super marshmallowy, creamy marshmallows with a little bit of that pink sugar, but couldn't smell it. I just could not. When I did smell, hovering over the warmer, very good. It was pretty, but it needed to throw, and it was not throwing for me. So I know I could probably say, oh, you know, use a tea light. No fire. Okay, I'm a no fire house. I love the flicker of candles. They're beautiful. Twice I've forgotten to blow them out and left my house, and I'm not doing it anymore. I cannot rely on myself to remember to blow them out. So I'm not trying it in a tea light. If it doesn't work on the hot warmers that I have, then it's just not something I could have. Okay, let's talk about Sassy Girl Aroma. All three of these hits. We're going to talk about this one because I've talked about it before. Again, it was a loaf. It's going to take a while, so I keep melting it. This is Beach Carnival. If you like that, you know, concessions type scents, this is, give me a second, caramel apples, beach nights, kettle corn, and cotton candy. This is like, it's fun. It's just a fun, happy bakery scent. Not bakery, sweet scent. You know, you get your cotton candy in here. The kettle corn, I love the smell of the kettle corn. You do get the creaminess from her beach nights. There's almost a cupcake note in here, and we get the caramel apples, and it's just like, it's like being at the carnival. This is a really good one. I really, really enjoy this. It throws well. It fills this space, because this is usually where I will melt, like sweet bakery type fun type scents go in this room here. And that's Beach Carnival. It's fantastic. And I've had this since 23, and it's still throwing strong. All right. I'll talk about that one last. Then I melted In the Cellar. You guys, this one here really took me by surprise. I mean, not surprise. I guess I thought it'd be like it. It'll be good. But no, it was beyond. This is tart dark cherry intertwines with the rosy nuances of pink pepper, warm musk, and green. and minty patchouli. There's nothing minty about this, okay? So let's, this is so beautiful. Oh my God. I'm thinking that this is a Bath and Body Works dupe, and I'm sure somebody out there will know the answer to that. This is sweet. Very sweet. Dark, dark, dark berries. Super dark. Think of the juiciest, darkest berry. Then there's a little earthiness in here. Just kind of dirties it up a little bit. So kind of like makes you feel like you're in a cellar, but more like a wine cellar. You guys, this is so pretty. I'm obsessed with this. Now, I did this in my bedroom. I would do this in the whole house. I won't, because this is all I have, and I'm not buying anything from Sassy Girl till next year. Because I'm going to melt what I got. But this one here, this in the cellar, oh my gosh. Pink pepper. I don't know if I smelled pink pepper per se, but there's a little dampness to it. But overall, it is like a wine cellar, but sweet, sweet, juicy berry wine, and it's so good. Oh, yeah, in the cellar, you guys. If you haven't tried it and you see it poured and that sounds like something you'd like, grab it. So, so good. Yeah, I feel like that's a Bath and Body Works dupe. I don't know why. Let me know if anybody knows. This next one. And I am so sad that I don't have any more. This was a bag of blocks. And it's petrichor. Oh my God. This is, petrichor is the scent the wet earth gives off after a refreshing rain. When I first bought this, well, actually I received it in December of 23. And I remember describing it. I was like, oh my God, I said, this smells like rich people's dirt. You guys, the smell of this is, oh my God, it is so good. I mean, good. I had this going everywhere in my house the other day, and it was like, it's sweet, so sweet. This isn't dirty, okay? This isn't dirt. It's earthy. Yes, very earthy. This is more atmospheric, sweet, watery, atmosphere, earthy. This is so freaking good. I would have a hard time if I found out that this was being poured. I would have a hard time not purchasing it, for fear that I would not have this for next spring, summer, in transition into fall. This is so, so good. So I'm just saying, if you happen to see this on a Sassy Girl pour list, you know, maybe message me. Give me a heads up. Because, you know, I could buy like 3 brittles and nothing else. This way I know that I will have this for next year. I'm telling you. If you like Banshee Flight, okay? That outdoorsy, wet, damp. This is 100 times better. It's sweeter, and oh my God, this is the ultimate in atmosphere. That's all I'm going to say. It's phenomenal. Okay. Let's move on to the last vendor that I melted, and that is Lavender and Speckles. This is another one. I thought I got to start moving on my Lavender and Speckles supply because, again, I kind of gloss over. All right, so the first one here is Sweet Lavender and Palo and Smoked Vanilla. This is a souffle. I did this in my bedroom. And it was super light, you guys. I could smell it, but it was really light. I would be tempted to try it again. Now, this is her olive oil formula. I would be tempted to try it again in possibly her original formula. Maybe it might be a little bit stronger, but this was very light for me. This is from last October. I bought this. Well, received it. When I put a date on my wax, it's the date I've gotten it. Regardless, it was a year ago. So, yeah, it is a sweet lavender. You get that beautiful Palo Santo is there. It's a creamy Palo Santo. Slight smokiness, but again, it was so light. And I'm a little bummed. I'm a little bummed. But I might try it again in her hard formula and just get like a 6-pack and see if it works a little better. Sweet Dreams. Because I'm like so stunad. I think this was a custom I did with her. I think it was. And this is Sweet Lavender, Marshmallow Balm, and White Cake. I didn't care for it. Yeah, there was something. I don't know if it's I think it's the White Cake. Came off real like artificial. Yeah, like this was kind of like waxy to me, like that type of artificial. So yeah, I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of my custom. I just got, yeah, it was a little waxy to me, but it's okay. All right, this one here. Oh, I'm gonna hold this one off to last. This one here was another one of my customs. It's open air. It has since been renamed. I do not know what she renamed it to. This is Ozonic Ocean Air, Citrus Zest, Jasmine, Sea Salt, Beechwood, and White Tea. Beautiful. Did this again. Hot day. Melted the whole thing everywhere. This was Atmospheric meets that white tea note. You got the zestiness from the citrus in here, which made it bright and airy. The breeziness, the ozonic air is kind of like a little bit of a wateriness, right? And the white tea was beautiful, slightly floral with the jasmine, but not a lot. This was just a nice, airy, pretty, clean, not like cleaning supplies, just a clean scent. It wasn't complicated, right? It was clean and crisp. Yeah, I liked open air. That was good. I have to see what she renamed it to. I would purchase that again. This one, Vanilla Surf. I thought I was going to lose my mind. And not only did I think I was going to lose my mind, this went for 2 days. 2 days. I put this in on Monday morning, and it went right through until Tuesday evening. It was still going when I took it out. This is a creamy vanilla, toasted marshmallows, driftwood, and sea salt with a touch of caramel. Now, if I'm being honest, I don't get no driftwood or sea salt in here. What I got was the most, I got what everybody said. Did I just, oh, shoot. Kind of broke one of my nails. Son of a, And I'm good about taking, whatever. Fix that. Okay. Can't get the lid off. If you like Vanilla Waves from Scentsy, this is really close. Really close. So good. You just got this marshmallow craziness. You got that caramel, but it was more like it had a beachy vibe to it. Not like sunscreen, like just a sweet, marshmallowy, caramely, beachy vibe. Maybe that's where the driftwood and sea salt is coming in, but it was like creamy, vanilla, a little caramel, and marshmallows, and it just felt very beachy. I need more of this. I will be getting more of this next year. This was so good. I mean, it was good. Oh my God, I can't believe I waited. I got this in June of 24. I can't believe I waited this long to melt it. I think I know why, because I like to let her stuff cure, and this nail's going to drive me crazy. I like to let her stuff cure, and so because I received it in June of 24, I didn't want to melt it right away. So, and again, I didn't melt it sooner in the summertime this year because I forgot about it. And oh man, so vanilla-like. Oh my gosh. And like I said, maybe I'm not picking out that driftwood and sea salt, but there's something about it. It gives you beachy vibes. That's all I'm going to say. This vanilla surf is incredible. All right, guys. That's it. That's all I've melted. And I'm going to call him back real quick and see if he's about ready to go. If not, I think I might be able to squeeze in another video to record before I head out. All right. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, if you've warmed anything, if you've tried any of these or any of your favorites or not my favorites or whatever. And thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the time you take out of your day, your lives, your busy schedules, and you watch a video I've uploaded. It means a lot to me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. And you all have a great day, great night, great week, weekend, whenever you happen to be watching. And we will chat again real soon. Bye-bye.